Hi, Chris Mc Loone here with Fire Apparatus and Emergency Equipment. Welcome to this edition of our Unbox series. As you can see, I've got two bay doors behind me, so you know what that means. We're going to be unboxing some fire trucks today. I am standing here at the Hilliard, Ohio facility for Sutphen Corporation, 130 years old, family owned to this day. So let's get these doors opened up and let's take a look at the two new rigs they've got inside. Okay, well, we're inside now, and what we're here today to talk about are two different Sutphen aerial products. One is the SPH 100 mid-mount platform, and the other is the SL 100 straight stick. Most of us think of a Sutphen aerial driving down the street. When we think of that, we think of the mid-mount platform, but there is also the SL 100 straight stick. There are a lot of similarities between the two vehicles, but also we have a lot of unique characteristics, and we'll get into them in a second. First, let's talk about the similarities between the SL 100 and the SPH 100. First of all, each is available optionally with a 230-inch wheelbase if you select the shortest cab. What that means is you're only 15 inches longer than the SL 75 or the SP 70, and you are 2 feet shorter than the average mid-mount aerial. They all come with 5-section booms for enhanced scrub angles for when you're working in tight spaces. They all have one set of out and down riggers that can be deployed in less than 40 seconds and can be short jacked. And also the bodies, which are stainless steel, and the aerials, which are aluminum, are all huck bolted. So even with all these commonalities between the two products, there are several unique characteristics to each one. First of all, on the SL 100, that's going to be a shorter vehicle overall, simply by virtue of the fact that it is a straight stick. The SL 100 also has a travel height that's lower, so it can fit into bays that are as little as 10 feet tall. It has a pinnable waterway that's easy to use, that is available on either the 4th or the 5th section of the aerial boom, and it has a 750-pound tip load dry, 500 pounds wet. Now, the SL 100 that we're featuring today is from the Noroton Fire Department located in Connecticut. Now, before we get into anything else on this truck, I just want to mention how psyched I am that they spec'd the bell on this. I love the bells on fire trucks. Now, just to get a little bit more into the specifics of this truck, it is built on a Monarch heavy-duty cab and chassis. It is a 62-inch extended cab, and as we mentioned, the SL 100 has a low total driving height, so it can fit into bays that are a little bit more narrow, and this truck has a 9-foot 8¼ inch total height. As we walk down the side of the truck, you're going to notice that there are Whelen and FireTech scene lights and warning lights, and as we get toward the back, there is 272 cubic feet of storage space in all these compartments on the rig. Now, as we get to the rear of this SL 100, you notice that there is a full complement of ground ladders. The department here decided to spec this out as a straight truck company vehicle. No tank, no pump. So you have the full complement of ground ladders, pike pole storage underneath, and on the aerial itself, we have a TFT monsoon monitor. And so let's just go through a few more of the features of Noroton's rig. First of all, it has a 10 kW smart power generator. Powertrain on this vehicle is a Cummins X12 500 horsepower engine coupled with an Allison 5th generation 4000 EVS automatic transmission. Of course, the Monarch cab is a custom cab, and in this case, Noroton decided to go with seating for 6 firefighters. And there is always the one thing that you can pick out a Sutphen fire truck rolling down the street, and that is the Federal Q2B siren mounted in the grille. Now, as for the SPH 100, there is a number of unique features for it as well. First of all, it is a bucket, so we have a parapet ladder built in, we have Stokes arms, we have almost 20 cubic feet of usable space within the bucket, and all SPH 100 buckets come with 2 monitors standard. Also, we have a 4-sided box boom. Within that box boom are the electric lines, the air lines, the waterway, so that should the bucket have to rest up on a cornice or up against a building, those items are not damaged. Additionally, it has a 1,000-pound tip load dry and a 500-pound tip load wet. This SPH 100 aerial is going to the Rocky Point Fire District in New York. It is built on a Monarch heavy-duty custom cab and chassis. And since it's custom, there are a variety of different options. Rocky Point decided to spec this out to seat 8 total firefighters in the cab. Moving down, this is also a Quint, so it does have a pump and it does have a tank. The tank is 450 gallons. The pump is a Hale QMax 1500 gallon per minute single stage pump. Now, as we keep walking on down, one thing that we will not see on the SL100 is a rear access stairway. These access steps are here so that you can get to the bucket safely and efficiently from the ground without having to walk the length of the ladder. As we come back to the rear of this SPH 100, I wanted to point out a few of those standard features. Dual monitors, standard on all SPH 100s. Also, the built-in parapet ladder, standard on that. And also there are 2 Stokes arms that are standard on each SPH 100. Also, on this particular unit with Rocky Point, we have a hose bed, full complement of ground ladders, and below we have pike pole storage as well as another compartment. Now the box on an SPH 100 is huck bolted, just like the stainless steel bodies and just like the aluminum box booms. We also have standard on all SPH 100 boxes a deployable, built-in deployable parapet ladder. Also standard on all boxes on the SPH 100 are 2 monitors. In this case we have 2 TFT monitors. Also we have our access point from the aerial ladder, storage for different types of tools. We also have storage for a donut roll, we have hose, we have storage for an axe. A lot of different options up here for carrying equipment. Because remember, you have almost 20 cubic feet of usable space within the box. Compartment storage. On this SPH 100, it is 280 cubic feet. We have FRC Scene and Wieland warning lights, and we also have the FRC InView 360 camera system. Now, the generator compartment is not only configured for the generator, and this is a Smart Power 10 kW generator, it is also configured for storage for any other tools and equipment the fire department might have. And coming around the front of the vehicle, just wanted to point out these grab rails on the front, and of course this is a very distinctive Sutphen looking truck. You can always see them coming down the road when you see a truck with these kind of light casings, and also of course the Q2B, federal Q2B siren mounted to the grille. Wanted to talk real quick about the powertrain on this vehicle. This has a 500 horsepower Cummins X12 engine coupled with a 4500 series automatic transmission from Allison. Well, we hope you have enjoyed our first ever unbox of fire trucks. Again, today we have been looking at 2 of Sutphen's mid-mount aerial products, the SL100 straight stick and the SPH 100 platform. Our thanks to the Noroton, Connecticut Fire Department and the Rocky Point Fire District in New York for the use of their vehicles today. Again, we have been here at Sutphen, a 130-year-old family-owned business. And if you are ever in the Hilliard facility for Sutphen, no trip is complete without coming over to building number 5 and checking out Tom Sutphen's classic car collection. So again, this has been Chris Mc Loone with Fire Apparatus and Emergency Equipment. Have a good one and stay safe.